싫어. But why?
Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
Vulnerabilities everywhere. I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a wound like that. Now, just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly on the ground. So the head captain finally arrives, but you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability. If you fall, the 13 court guard squads are essentially finished. You missed your opportunity. You shouldn't have even bothered to show up.
Just who do you think you are, anyway? Ignorant upstart. Do you really believe that you could ever cut me?
I don't merely think that I can. In fact, I already have.
Silence! It is almost time. Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads for a millennium? It is simple, because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged in 1,000 years. You said that I missed my opportunity. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now ripe. The battles that you fought up until now were nothing but a prelude that have been leading up to this very moment.
So you set this maneuver up while at the same time your men were being slain. How very kind of you.
Even if they be my subordinates, those who cannot contribute are to be abandoned without remorse, and all things that help to achieve victory are to be used to serve the Court Guard. In the past, that was the philosophy that I taught to all those who serve in the Guard. But now, it definitely does feel as though I have changed. Still, the will of the Court Guard, which I have upheld for the past millennia, shall never falter. To wait. All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Chaka! Step away, Ichigo Kurosaki! You're not a member of the 13 Court Guard squads. They simply cannot allow you to die here.
Oh, man.
They're all fully prepared for this.
Weak. It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vastly
You scoundrel! If you wish to turn into ashes, I will not stop you. Let's go!
everything to dust. Come against me. So be it. Where are you looking? Be still. How will you stop me? From this life, how will you stop me? Weak.
to die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 Court Guard squads follow. This is... What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Zanpakuto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonder-Weiss, is the only modified Arrancar, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right, an Arrancar created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka. To obtain that one power, Wonder-Weiss sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. Sokotsu! Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments? Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about Extinguir? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was to be released in an instant indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You are naive. Hado number 96. Itakaso!
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a weapon. Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once? Don't get so worked up. So be it. How do you like this? How will you stop me now?
Yes? You're easy to reach. What? Damn it! That took me by surprise.
You're bad. So
You see me? Too slow! Too slow! You see me?
yeah.
Whoa!
Futile.
What?
How will you
Touch this! Too slow!
hide it?
Damn it!
Yakura.
Sorry. Get it out! I'm not through yet.
Keep coming at me. It won't work. Weak. It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vastly
No way.
high.
Is that it? There. Let's go. Sometimes this. You see me? Too slow. Eat this. Sometimes this. Let's go. You see me? Eat this. You see me?
So little.
Too slow.
High.
Get up here.
Futile.
All right. Let's go. You see me? Eat this. Yes. Let's go.
Weak. It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vastly.
You see me? So slow. Whoa. What a job. I'll end this now. Get to know.
Defeated? What
What's so funny?
I bet that you're thinking that was the perfect opportunity, but that was my last vulnerable moment.
Yes.
You missed your chance to kill me, Ichigo Kurosaki.
It was enough. I wounded you.
Wounded me? You call this a wound?
Instant regeneration.
It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy? This is it instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean? That's...
The Hogyoku. So I see. This is your spiritual pressure. Magnificent. You've really grown, just as I envisioned.
What?
Your encounter with Rukia Kuchiki. Your Soul Reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uryu Ishida. You realized the power of your Zanpakuto during your fight with Rinji Abarai. You found a foothold for your Bankai amid your battle with Kenpachi Zaraki. You took a step toward holofying in your battle with Byakuya Kuchiki. In your battle with Grimjow, you mastered holofication. And in your battle with Ulquiorra, it seems that you were able to gain an even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand.
Wait a second. You mean all of my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? But what does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking!
Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this. I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. So I took opportunities to assist you in your development. Didn't you ever suspect something? Didn't you think it rather strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchiki? That a Manos Grande could be drawn by Quincy bait, which is only used to lure low-level hollows. That Rukia Kuchiki, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper. Rinji Abarai, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kuchiki, every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities. Didn't you ever stop to think that it was strange?
Hold on.
Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well?
Hold on!
Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
Of course not.
But it's the truth.
It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of moron would believe that? I remember what you said before. You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment that I met her? It doesn't add up at all!
You make an interesting point. You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure that what you believe to be facts are all true? Let me ask you this. Who assigned Rukia Kuchiki to the world of the living? And something else, who equipped Rinji Abarai with the spiritual pressure detection ability? And yet another question, who was it that included the information about your whereabouts in the reports given to the lieutenants? And do you truly believe that I was unable to detect the Hogyoku's location for 100 years after it was created?
Okay. One question. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was gonna be the very best subject for your research. Why is that? What made you so sure about it? If you were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia, then tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I'd be the best?
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap!
Didn't you hear me? I said it was from the beginning. The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth, because you are human. And also,
That's enough talk, Aizen.
putting some distance between us, a wise decision. Must be in their blood.
Dad.
Stare all you want. This is for real. I'll explain later. I know you've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you every...
I don't. You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm in a real bind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you, without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
You're talking as if you're a grown man.
I picked it up. Somebody said something like that to me once. I remember that it made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field they've put up. You've been watching for an awfully long time, Geen.
I wasn't only sitting there and watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or reason to step in, that's all.
I see.
been quite a while. We haven't fought in a long time. Do you remember it? The last time that we fought? You came charging at me at full steam after I cut Chidambo's arm off. I remember thinking, what an interesting boy.
I don't remember.
You liar. Is that supposed to be an insult?
No. It's not that I can't remember your sword. I just can't remember your heart. I usually understand the minds of the guys that I'm fighting against. I've just been able to sense why that person is fighting. I like whether they look down on me or not. The stronger that the opponent I'm up against is, the stronger I feel it.
Oh, you're a poet.
Shut up. I didn't get that from you. You may have been fighting, but even if that's true, you weren't looking at me. To be honest with you, I don't know what it was you were looking at.
I thought you were an interesting boy. But, as it turns out, you're just creepy.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
My sword, Shinzo, do you know how far it can extend? 100 sword lengths. That's why they called me Hyapon Zashi, the 100 swords when I was a kid. But then, do you know how far it extends with Bankai? Fine. Then I'll explain it in a way that you'll be able to understand. 8 miles. You ready? You sure? I won't hold back this time. In this case, I'll have to show you. It's time. Bankai. Kamishini no Yari. Sure, let's see it then. Show me what you've got. There. Take that. So slow. It's all quick. Close one. There. Where are you going?
Whoa, let's go.
Strike back.
Close one. Now you'll see.
Let's go.
Is that it? That's it.
What's that? What about this? It's predictable. Strike back.
Like my moves? Wasn't very nice.
You're going to like this one. Close one. Close one.
Strike back.
It's all important. Take that.
Strike back. Still comfortable.
Let's go.
Get to
Why are you so surprised? One person's Bankai ought to be able to stop another person's Bankai.
You see, there's no denying it. You really are a creepy kid.
Here I come.
You're going to like this one. Where are you going? Let's go.
Is that it?
There. It's all important. Where are you?
Let's go. You see me?
Let you run? Not a chance.
It's going to be too easy.
Incredible.
I'll end this now.
Get to I'll win this one.
That's it.
Whoa.
Sorry.
So slow. You're too slow. Try to dodge this.
I can feel that.
There. Is that it?
Strike back.
Let's go. Look now.
Strike back. You're too slow.
I can't let you have your way.
There. I can
Right.
Nice. Let's go. Where is it? Dodging would be a waste of time. I don't feel that.
That's it. I only need one shot! Try to dodge this! Take this!
You're going to like this one. Where are you going?
Yes? Try to dodge this! I'm leaving this! I'll end this now. Get to go!
Keen.
Just as I thought. The scariest thing about your Bankai isn't its length or its destructive force. It's the speed of its lengthening and shortening. I thought about it. There's no point in telling me how long it extends. It was to your advantage not to tell me. But you said what you said on purpose. You wanted to distract me from how fast it stretches and shrinks.
Scary, scary. He's gonna get even stronger, but he's still got a long way to go. Well, now that you've figured it out, I'll tell you just how fast Kamishimi no Yari extends. You hear that? It's 500 times faster than that. Kamishimi no Yari isn't the longest Zanpakuto, but it's definitely the fastest. But of course, knowing that won't do you any good.
What's wrong? You're really slowing down a lot. Reached your limit already?
Yes, so it seems. I've reached my limit. As a Soul Reaper, that is. My soul is being replaced. It seems the Hogyoku is finally beginning to understand who I am. I'm saying the Hogyoku has a mind of its own.
Sounds like you're talking nonsense to me.
I don't fault you for not feeling it. I only realized the truth about the Hogyoku after I had become its master. What do you think the Hogyoku's power is exactly? Do you think it controls the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers? Two conflicting opposites? Wrong. The Hogyoku's true power is the ability to read the hearts of those around it and to realize their deepest desires.
What?
Don't you see? Everything that's appeared around Ichigo Kurosaki, Rukia Kuchiki, Kisuke Urahara, nearly everything that you've experienced so far, every last part of it was brought into being by the Hogyoku. Kisuke Urahara didn't understand. He mistook the nature of its power. He thought that it controlled the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, because that was his deepest wish as the Hogyoku's creator. Rukia Kuchiki's spiritual powers were all transferred to Ichigo Kurosaki, causing her to lose her Soul Reaper powers. The reason for that was because she was torturing herself for having killed Kaien Shiba. Yasutora Sato, Orihime Inoue, their special powers were awakened because in the deepest recesses of their hearts, they cursed their own powerlessness and longed to overcome it. I knew that the Hogyoku's true power wasn't actually to control the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, as Kisuke Urahara claimed it was. Because if that were truly the case, then Shinji Hidako and the others would never have ended up becoming completely visored. The hollowifying of Shinji Hidako and the others was an experiment in hollowification, as well as a verification of the Hogyoku's powers. The experiment was an unqualified success. With the activation of the Hogyoku's powers by Kisuke Urahara, Shinji Hireko and the others evolved into complete Visored. And then, armed with my suspicions about the Hogyoku's powers, I took a step and sent Rukia Kuchiki to Ichigo Kurosaki. Of course, even the Hogyoku's power has its limits. It manifests whatever is in the hearts of the beings around it, but it's not quite that simple. It only materializes something if it is within the abilities of the subject at hand. In that sense, it is a power to lead the subject in the direction it wishes to go. But living beings are strange creatures. They are designed to strive so that they may realize whatever their undersized hearts desire.
You!
Way to stop it. That was pretty good, even if it was pure luck.
Ichigo!
Shut up! I'm really close to finishing him off. Stay out of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Eisen. Did I interrupt your conversation?
No, we're done here. This conversation is over.
Dad? What the heck is that? What's happening?
How should I know?
How appropriate that the name it was given should be Hogyoku. The power it has shatters the horizon, blasting it into its constituent parts, separating the divine and the earthly. You've come. Kisuke Urahara.
It's been a long time, Eisen. I must say, that's an awfully strange look for you.
The process of evolution is usually a rather ugly operation.
I didn't actually say that it was ugly, though. So, you fused with the Hogyoku. Very impressive.
Not fused. I would prefer you said I subdued. The Hogyoku you weren't able to control yourself.
We should put an end to this. I have no other choice. Always be prepared, see? And I'll get serious, just a bit. Couldn't control. Oh, that's right. At the time.
At the time, that's clearly sour grapes on your part. No, but then, that's of no consequence either way. The reason for that's because you've already lost your chance to control the Hogyoku forever. Our definitions of strength are vast.
Let's end it here for the day. Yep. Careful now. Well. Blood shield.
Praise rain.
Blood shield. Scream.
Hide it.
Like this. Can you block it? Be prepared. Aren't you gonna dodge? And you Riku Jokoro. Hado number 91. Senjuko Tentaiho. My apologies.
This is tricky with strength such as mine.
This is
Yep. That won't do anything. Aren't you gonna dodge? Blood shield. Guard. Yes. Scream.
Hide.
Strike back!
How will you stop?
Oh. Like this. We're just getting started. Yep. That won't work. This one's entirely
Strike back!
Careful now. Okay. The tips of 1,000 protective hands unable to touch the darkness. Destructive hands unable to reflect the blue sky. Path that draws light. Wind that fans embers. Gather and have no doubt. Behold where I point. Bullet of light, 8 bodies, 9 passages, heavenly scripture, alien treasures, great wheel, gray turret. The arrow flashes and disappears into the distance.
Do you think I'd let you use a Kido like that? I will...
Too late!
This is uncomfortable.
Hide it.
Strike back!
You're good. Like this. Auto number 91. Senjuko Tentaiho! My apologies.
I was pushed back.
Amazing.
Aizen. It seems that you really let your guard down. You're barely doing anything to protect yourself after taking in the Hogyoku.
You're quite right. I let down my guard because it is no longer necessary for me to be cautious. I feel it. After having subdued the Hogyoku, my body is beginning to progress past all of its old powers, surpassing them, advancing them. And they were already unequaled in the Soul Society. Not even a Kido in the 90s is worth bothering to elude for me now.
You're mistaken. I didn't say you'd let your guard down because you weren't eluding my Kido. In the past, you wouldn't have touched me twice without having conceived of some kind of plan in advance.
What's this?
Seals. I plugged up all of the spiritual pressure vents that all Soul Reapers have on their wrists. You're going to end up being burned from within by your own spiritual pressure.
Mr. Urahara.
Not yet. I wish it were that easy. Believe me, I do. But then he'd be just another monster. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
What the hell is that?
You tricked me into attacking, using a Kido in the 90s as bait in order to burn me from within, by means of a technique you developed. Had it not been I... No. Had it not been I with a subdued Hogyoku, this fight would have been over. But sadly, the Hogyoku, through your very own creation, is beyond your comprehension. Even this technique, which you probably developed in preparation for this battle, won't be able to harm me. Yoruichi.
How'd you like that? That should...
Yoruichi! Get away from there!
I see. The fact that your leg wasn't harmed by my attack means that it's something that's notably out of the ordinary.
Oh, man. That was special iron anti-hierro armor, too. I didn't expect it to be broken so easily.
Don't make me laugh. Was that your secret weapon? Don't think you can...
Getsuga Tensho!
How'd that work?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't been able to read his spiritual pressure since he transformed. It's obvious that he's terrifyingly powerful, but even as I attack him, it's almost as if he's not even there. It's creepy. The only one who can perceive Aizen's power right now is someone who's in the same state as he is.
That was a fine strike. I understood that attack perfectly.
What is that in there? What's happening?
And now, I think it's time you people understood my power too.
You okay? I'm right here behind you. Gotcha. Just kidding. Tell you what, let's take a little break.
What the...
It's okay. Let's just watch. It's inevitable. I've been with Aizen for quite a long time now, but I've never seen that before. Then again, he absorbed the Hogyoku before I knew it, so I shouldn't be surprised. You get what I'm saying? There's really nothing that anybody can do. You and them are gonna die, and that'll be that. It'll be all over then.
No way. I won't let that happen.
Good, good. I had a feeling you'd say that.
Besides, with Aizen the way that he is, pretty much anything could happen to you too.
Oh my. Well, I didn't think that you were going to say that. That makes it sound like you've already made the assumption that you're gonna die. Like it's a given. Really? Have you given up already? Just like that? You're just going to up and quit?
That's...
Look at you. Tell me, were you always this weak?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Listen, you should just run away. It's all over for you. You're not a warrior anymore. You're not a soul reaper, not a hollow, not a human. You're nothing. You really think you have any chance of beating somebody who those three weren't able to beat? In that incomplete state of yours? Look, with all due respect, get out of here. You don't want to die yet, do you? I'm simply not interested in you anymore. I'm sure that even Captain Aizen would be really disappointed in you right now. You're scared, right? I mean of Captain Aizen. You sensed it, didn't you? Captain Aizen's overwhelming power. That was the final warning I'm going to give you. If you're not going to start running, then I'll just have to kill you right here and now.
Yoruichi.
Gin, what were you trying to do to him just now?
Nothing. I was just teasing him a bit.
I see. Open the Senkaimon. We're going to invade Karakura Town in the Soul Society. It's not necessary to destroy Tenkaiketsu. It would be more convenient to create the Oken, the royal key in the Soul Society, to take down the royal palace.
Yes.
Wait!
Captain Eisen.
Yes, it seems that the chrysalis stage is now over. What a relief. Now, at last, I'll be able to witness the end of the Soul Society with my very own eyes. I'm going to leave you here. I can devour you later on, after all of this has reached its conclusion.
What's going...
Ichigo, come on! Don't just stand there! Open the Senkaimon!
Dad!
Let's go. We're gonna protect Karakura Town.
That's impossible. No, there's just no way.
How do you know for sure that it's impossible?
Because I know! And so do you, Dad! There's no way we can beat a monster with that kind of spiritual pressure!
I see. So, you're able to sense his spiritual pressure then?
What?
Let's go. Aren't you coming? What else are you gonna do, huh? Cry? You gonna sit there and cry again about how you can't save anyone? Think hard about why Aizen headed to the Karakura Town in the Soul Society. If you don't, people you want to protect and everybody else, everyone in Karakura Town will die at the hands of Aizen.
Dad, open the Senkaimon.
I was going to anyway.
Rangiku. That's insane. You're still not well. You've only been healed enough to barely stay alive. Your treatment isn't finished yet. Rangiku! The Dangai. My. How terribly nostalgic. Must be the cleaner.
That's not good. I think that we should get going, Captain Eisen. Captain Eisen, listen. We should really get going. That thing isn't a creature of spiritual pressure. It's actually a creature of reason. It's not something spiritual pressure can handle.
What's there to fear, Gin? Certainly not reason. Reason is but a shield for those who cower behind it. Well, all right. Shall we then?